This is the Padres Postcast, your instant game reaction for the San Diego Padres. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What is up, Padre fan? Que pasa? Yay, what's up? Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. Welcome to your Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day, and your team, the San Diego Padres, won it again tonight. 4-1 the final in San Francisco. They beat the Giants. Everyone beats the Giants right now. The Giants have lost 10 of their last 11 games at home. The Giants added Rafael Devers. He hits a home run tonight against the Padres, the only run they scored. They're not hitting anything against anyone right now, and Logan Webb was victimized by that tonight. Looked real good against the Padres. 5 shutout innings. They got to him in the 6th. They really got to him in the 7th. But with the Padres, you know how these games go. Darvish, a tremendous start tonight. But once you get into that 6th inning against this Padre team, man, Doc say it's a wrap. It's a wrap, and this team is starting to take shape. It's starting to look like that contender we all thought it could be if the right moves were to be made at the deadline, which clearly they were by A.J. Preller. I wanted the big bat in the middle of the lineup. I wanted the big first baseman. Move Arise back to second. Everybody's good, right? I wanted the big bat in left field. Javier Reyes, Locked On Padres podcast, day in, day out. He's the one here every day on the channel, and he was like, yo, let's build the bottom of that lineup. Let's maybe fortify the bullpen, maybe add a starter or two, but really look to fortify the bottom of that lineup. Let's get some good bats and get a couple of them, 2 or 3 of them for the bottom of that lineup and balance it out. And obviously, our top 4 guys are the highest average in the majors for 1 through 4 hitters, or they were as recently as a week ago. So, yeah, that was the formula. To a T. It has been perfection with Laureano. It has been perfection with O'Hearn. It has been perfection with Freddy Fermin, who hit a home run tonight. First one as a Padre. The bottom of the lineup is fortified. The bullpen, embarrassment of riches now with Mason Miller struck out the side again tonight. What a feeling to see and to feel that it's all coming together. 4-1 Padres take the opener in San Fran. Big month with all these games against the Giants and the Dodgers, 2 series each, back-to-back, a total of 13 games against your division rivals. Well, 12 more to go after the win tonight. 4-1 in the opener in San Fran. So much to unpack with this game. We'll tell you how it happened. Obviously, the ups, the downs, the ins and outs, the hows, the haps, and everything else in San Francisco, as well as bring you the turning point, start of the game, and a little look ahead to tomorrow. Nestor Cortez, Nasty Nestor on the mound tomorrow. It's your postcast. It's Grease. Thank you for making us your first watch or listen every day, live on YouTube right after the games. Then after that show, upload, you download Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Stitcher, Podbean, and you download OTT. Yeah, you know me, this whole city. We go crazy. Not OPP, OTT. Over the top television, free on Roku as well. It's the postcast. It's Grease. What do you say we kick this thing into high gear, baby? Let's roll.
This is what you'll be talking about.
The visuals, man. The visuals. With a name like Jake, he can't go wrong. My son is named Jake, my firstborn. And Jake Cronenworth, a go-ahead RBI single in the 7th inning tonight. Freddy Fermin with a 2-run homer off Logan Webb as the San Diego Padres get it done behind Darvish, who was dealing tonight. 4-1 the win over the Giants as they got it done in the city by the Bay. And the Padres, yeah, I'm going to tell you about the division in a moment. Oh, baby, the Dodgers. Yeah, news on that in a moment. You have to stick around for that, though, because it's called a tease for a reason, right? Well, Darvish 2-3. This is his 2nd time in 3 starts that he's looked fantastic. And, man, Dylan Cease, back-to-back good starts as well. It's all coming together with Michael King back. And, Pavetta's been great all year. Come on, baby. Come on. 1 run, 4 hits. 7th start of the season for Darvish. 1 run on 4 hits. He struck out 6 tonight. He missed over 3 months to start the season with elbow issues. Didn't make his first start till July 7th. It does not matter anymore. Robert Suarez, MLB leading 33rd safe with no hiccups, no problems in the 9th inning. Gavin Sheets, 2 for 3. doubled leading off the 7th. Pinch runner Bryce Johnson scores the go-ahead run on Cronenworth single, and then the 2-run homer by Freddy Fermin. Now it was 1-1 because Devers tied it in the bottom of the 6th with a homer. This was literally scoreless through 5 this game. Jackson Merrill's RBI double in the 6th inning is the one that put the Padres on the board, but the Giants tied it right back, and then you're 1-1. So it's nothing the whole game. You score, they score, then you add 3 more. You know, 3rd time this year, Webb has faced the Padres, 4 runs on 8 hits, struck out 3, walked 1. Man, no run support at all. The Nationals shut him out yesterday, 8-zip, and yeah, just not a good look right now for the Giants or their fans. They have literally, Tom Petty, free falling. You know what I'm saying? Free falling. And you got Nestor Cortez against Robbie Ray tomorrow. Could be, you know, you look at it as possibly like the throwaway game in this series, but you don't want it to be that way, right? You really don't want it to be that way, but you kind of look at it a little bit like house money when you win the opener like that. You don't want it to, because in the 3rd game, look, you got Nick Pivetta against K-Wei Tang, and so Pivetta's 11-4 with a 2.94, had 1 bad inning in his last start. What a competitor Nick Pivetta is. And to get this dude for a little over $4 million this year is absolutely absurd. But the Padres, I repeat, the Padres are 1 game behind the Dodgers, who lost tonight. Where are those Dodgers fans at? Let me give you the Hulk Hogan. What you gonna do? Should I rip my shirt? Come on, Dodger fans, where are you at? Where are those Dodger fans at now? And you know what? Now that the bottom of the lineup is fortified and the bullpen's unhittable, you tell me a bullpen that's been this good. Give me a bullpen that's been this good all time. I mean, look at this bullpen and the history they have a chance to make. If this bullpen can continue the way it's been, you're talking, it could be a 3-inning game in the playoffs. If one of your starters gets ripped and you're down 5-0, you could bring that bullpen in, you keep this close, and you chip away. I mean, when you bring in, even guys like Peralta and Yuki Matsui and David Morgan, I mean, come on, Morgan's been on fire lately, right? And those aren't even your main guys. You're talking about Estrada. You're talking about Morejon. You're talking about Adam. You're talking about Miller. You're talking about Suarez. That's 5 guys who could all be closers, would all be closers. I think any of those guys, you're talking about Estrada and Morejon, would probably be closers on 70% of the teams in the majors, maybe 60, right? That's Morejon and Estrada. And those are your 4th and 5th inning guys. Adam's been pitching in the 4th inning lately. He's a closer. This is an embarrassment of riches in the bullpen. And then when you look, you're a game behind the Dodgers in the division, right? But then you look at the wild card. And where are you at in the wild card standing? Yeah, you are in 2nd place firmly. And you're only a game now. You're tied with the Cubs in the win column. You're 2 games behind in the L column, so a game overall. But you're basically right there tied with the Cubs for the wild card. And you're 1 game behind the Cubs and 1 game behind the Dodgers. The division and then the wild card, of course, which is amazing when you think about it. Absolutely amazing. And this National League race is crazy, right? Across the board. The Phillies getting some distance against the Mets are 1-9 in their last 10, while the Phillies are 8-2. Now, remember, it was the Padres. The Mets had won 7 in a row. The Padres sweep them, and the wheels came off for the Mets right after that. And remember, the Mets last year before the deadline, everyone thought they were going to be sellers, but they ended up playing better. We're one of the best teams in baseball down the stretch last year, and I don't know if it's going to be that way this year, Mets fans. Remember when the Brewers and the Cubs were tied about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and the Phillies and the Mets too? Well, not anymore. The Phillies 6 games up, the Brewers 6.5 games up on the Cubs, and the Dodgers been free-falling a bit too, while the Padres get red hot, man, and this has been a real nice stretch for San Diego. So many great things happening. By the way, while you're here, smash that subscribe wherever you're watching or listening. Smash that subscribe. Throw us a note wherever you are. If you're watching live right after the game on the YouTube, yeah, come on in the chat room. Have some fun with your boy. Where are those Dodger fans that love to come in here? Padres division favorites now, Evan G wants to know. Dodgers lost 2. They're still a game up, Dodgers. Are the Padres division favorites? Man, you would almost have to say so. No starting pitching for the Dodgers this year at all, man. And you look at what the Padres now have. Michael King back. He only pitched 2 innings in his first game back. He's got to reacclimate himself and get himself back to that ace kind of status. Cease has 2 great starts in a row. Darvish 2 out of his last 3. Pavetta's been sharp all year. I'd like to see Nestor Cortez become that 5th guy and be the lefty. I'd love to see Nestor get it going. He can do it. He can do it. Sam Sanford says, I'm thinking we have a pretty good shot at the division. If we move up into first place, I don't see us giving it back. Kind of like a lead when the bullpen gets it. Smash that subscribe, hit the bell so you're alerted when we come your way with more content. Myself with the Postcast, Javier Reyes, Locked On Padres podcast, right here on YouTube, Roku, or wherever you listen to your podcasts, Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Stitcher, Podbean. Give us a sub on all of them. If you don't mind, take out your phone right now, hit them all. Please give us a sub on all because it really helps us. If you enjoy the content, we are not bought and paid for. We don't get press passes from the team. We don't want them. We just want to cover and give you what you want and what you need for coverage. And as a result, we have 220 plus shows. We have millions upon millions of people watching and listening every day across the whole entire network. And advertisers are clamoring to get in here and speak to you. Speaking of which, through me. Speaking of which, got a couple of great deals and great companies, product services to tell you about in just a moment. And then when I continue with the show, we'll wrap it up. We'll get to the turning point of this game. Could Fernando Tatis and Jackson Merrill be getting hot right now? Oh, Fernando 2 doubles, Merrill a couple of hits, 3 hits tonight, and the big RBI double that got the Padres on the board. Those 2 guys get hot, and look out because that's what's been missing this year, Merrill and Nando. And if those guys really get going the way they're capable of carrying an offense, good Lord, this team is going to win the division by 10 games if that happens. So I don't know. It's been an interesting ride so far this year, but so many times they've had to scratch and claw, sacrifices, hit and runs, all those things to scratch and claw their way to wins. And now that the reinforcements are here, now that everybody's getting healthy and everything's starting to click, this is turning into what looks like it's going to be a hell of a ride. Padres Postcast, Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. It's Grease. Step aside. Well, I'm not going anywhere, but for the show, going to tell you about a couple of deals, product services, great sponsors we have, and then come back, turning point, star of the game, wrap it up, and get on out. 4-1 Pods win the opener in San Francisco. And I get a chance to tell you about Game Day Hue. You guys have seen the hat. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Game Day Hue. The hat that I normally wear, the white one with the Padre color gold coming across it that I don't have right now, but you see the color right here in the golf glove, the white hat that looks just like it, right? You know what I'm saying? For Padre guys like me, this one really hits the mark. Why? Game Day Hue makes clean, no logo gear. Look how clean that is, how dope that is. With team-inspired colorways for every pro and college fan base, it's all about letting your colors speak for you. No giant logos, just smart, versatile style that works on game day, on the course, or anywhere in between. The hat pairs perfectly with the usual gear. It doesn't replace my team's logo stuff. It just adds to the lineup. I wear it to tailgates, tee times, out running errands, you name it. I wear it everywhere, man, because it is literally that awesome. And it just goes with everything. It's perfect. I could even wear it all on the show. Like you guys know, you've seen me wear it on the show a couple of times here as well. And I'll tell you what, it's comfortable. You can wash it, clean it nice. The sweat stains are gone right away. And as a matter of fact, there it is right there. You like that? You like that hat right there? Bang. Look at that hat. Look at the handsome guy wearing it. I'm just saying. And right now, you can get 15% off with code MLB15 at GameDayHue.com. That's GameDay, H-U-E, GameDayHue.com. It's not just the hat. It's the glove, too. Made for the course. Oh, the fan who has everything. I might just get another one, be ambidextrous with it, and start playing lefty. I don't know. Why not? The code, GameDayHue.com, MLB15, 15% off. It even stacks on bundle deals. So now's the time to load up right there. Let your colors talk. Colors speak louder than words. That's GameDayHue.com, code MLB15 for Game Day Hue on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. And now I get to tell you about FanDuel. August 26th is officially FanDuel Futures Day. That's right, a brand new holiday for football fans who live for bold predictions and preseason hunches. For just 24 hours, FanDuel is giving you deals on NFL season predictions. So whether you're calling your MVP, eyeing a long shot division winner, or ready to crown your Super Bowl champ before week 1 even kicks off, this is your moment. So take a flyer on the MVP race, right? Who's your pick for MVP? I got Pat Mahomes. Big rebound year for Pat Mahomes. What about a champion? Crown a champion in August. Who's my pick to win the Super Bowl? Ooh, I'm not going there yet. But you could also parlay your division winner. Dark horses. You visit the FanDuel app today. Start planning your futures bets now, because Futures Day is one day and one day only. FanDuel, play your game. On the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. It's not even every day. It's every day. Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. You're a game back. A game back in the division. A game back. A game back. Think about that. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. You're no good. You're no good. You're a game back. How about that? How about that? A game back in the division. One game out in the West and one game out in the wild card. And it's really two in the loss column. You're tied in the win column. You are only a game behind the Dodgers. You play them 7 times in the next 2 weeks. You got 6 more games against, oh my God, think about this. 12 more games against the Dodgers and the Giants in the next couple of weeks. You got the Mariners, you got the Twinkies. Some big series coming up. What if you take a 2-3 game lead in the division? By the time you're done with all this, it's setting up so nicely down the stretch. The versatility of this bullpen, not just the live arms, the ability to use the guys like Peralta and Matsui and Morgan, who's been on a tear lately. Morgan's been their second best pitcher out of the bullpen, numbers-wise lately, behind Estrada. It's not Adam. It's not Suarez. Miller struck out the side again today. Those are the big guns, those big 3, supposedly. But Morejon, Estrada, right? Morejon, Estrada, and Morgan. Recognize. I feel like Roman Reigns. Acknowledge me. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, man, that bullpen is just insane in the membrane. All right, Jim Greasehaber, call me Grease. Couple of things to do. Short time to do them in. Love the numbers lately. The crowds have been here. Appreciate you watching me live on YouTube right after the games. Then we upload, you download. Spotify, Apple, iHeart, Stitcher, Podbean, wherever you get your audio version of your podcasts. And then we go as well on the Roku, over-the-top television. You down with OPP? No, silly. I'm 53. It's OTT, although it could be OPP. Just saying. Just saying. I still got it. That's just a little smile there. I love it. Cam says if we can go 9-4 over the next 2 weeks, we will be up a couple and not looking back. Where'd you get that 9-4 number? Because obviously it was 13 games with the Giants and the Dodgers, right, before tonight. So you're 1-0. Now it'd be 8-4, right? So I'm guessing you mean 9-4 in these games against the Giants and Dodgers over the next 2 weeks. So if that's your point and you think that 9 wins, I'd go for that nice, get that 10 right there. Why not just have one more and get to double digits? But I see what you're saying. And we're talking about these things, right? The fact that we're talking about these things, is AJ Preller the front runner for executive of the year? Schilt could be the front runner for manager of the year, the way he's gotten this team to. This is what we're talking about now. A couple of weeks ago, we were talking about a team that couldn't score. You know what I mean? They couldn't. They couldn't score at the Bunny Ranch with a fistful of hundreds a couple of weeks ago. I'm just saying they couldn't. And now look, the bottom of the lineup making all the difference in the world. Even Cronenworth is hitting now. They got 1 in the 6th, 3 in the 7th. That's all they needed. Darvish pitched 6. He was great. Gave up 1 run, struck out 6, 4 hits. And then you turn it over to the bullpen and you give the ball to whichever guy you give it to on any given night. And it's just like, all right, Doc say it's a wrap. It's a wrap. And that's what it is with this bullpen right now. I mean, you look at this bullpen tonight, for example, right? Darvish goes 6. He goes 6 innings. Estrada, boom, an inning, a strikeout, and a hit. Miller, an inning, 3 strikeouts. Suarez, an inning. Ho-hum. 4 more strikeouts for the bullpen tonight. They were a little better with runners in scoring position, 2 for 9, although they started 0 for 5. But again, Fernando had 2 hits. Merrill had 2 hits. Sheets had 2 hits. And I don't like that Sheets is the odd man out. I like him in that DH role, man. O'Hearn should be playing first. Arise should be playing second. And I believe that even if Cronenworth on the bench, I'd rather have Iglesias be my utility guy out there than Cronenworth. I just don't understand. And he had the RBI single tonight. Been playing a lot better since these new guys came as well. All right, a couple of things to hit real quick, and then we are out of here, starting with...
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Pretty easy turning point here. It was the top of the 7th inning. You know what I'm saying? Very, very easy to pick the top of the 7th inning as the turning point in this game, because that was the inning in which Jake Cronenworth's RBI single and Freddy Fermin's home run gave the Padres the 4-1 lead. So Jake gave him the lead and Fermin gave him the insurance, and that was all she wrote. Doc say it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So there you have it. That's the turning point. And
this is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Got to look at Fernando with the 2 doubles. Got to look at Jackson Merrill with the 3 hits in the RBI double. Fermin, the 2-run homer. Got to look at all those guys. I said, you got to look at all those guys. You got to look at Mason Miller coming out of that bullpen, throwing smoke, and that changeup is becoming lethal. Same arm speed, same arm slot, same action, same look, same everything. But it's not. He pulls the string, and it's not even right to throw 104, 103, and then pull the string on that changeup, man. When he starts pitching in the postseason, I wouldn't be surprised to see him be the closer by the end of this year. They got him under control contract-wise till 2029. Yeah, Suarez. I was surprised they didn't trade Suarez this year at the deadline. But your player of the game is not any of those guys. Your player of the game, the star of our show, is Yu Darvish. 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, no walks. For the ultimate professional, all those wins overseas and here, Yu Darvish going to be, man, look what he did in playoffs last year. It's going to be fun to watch him for the rest of the season and into the postseason. All right, tomorrow's game, you got Nestor Cortes and Robbie Ray, a couple of lefties. Cortes 1-1, 7.11 ERA. It's his second start for the Padres. Robbie Ray 9-5 with a 2.85. By the way, Cortes, his first start for the Padres came at Arizona. They won the game 3-2. He went 4 2/3, gave up 3 hits, 2 earned runs, did not factor in the decision, but he can be a pretty good lefty and can eat up some innings. So love to see him kind of be that lefty starter. I don't know how far they'll go with that, but with this bullpen being what it is, snag one tomorrow, win the series, go for the sweep. Why not? Why not? Rally behind Nestor Cortes. In that game tomorrow, BT Dubs is 6:45 start. And the odds are not. Are the odds there? Yeah, the Pods are minus 135 on the money line and plus 105 on the. They're plus 105 on the money line. They were minus 135. All right, and then on the run line, they're plus 1.5. So they started as the favorites. Now they're a slight dog. Love those numbers. Huge right now. On the way out, we got to hit the bricks. I'm a little bit long on the time. Sorry, guys. I'm working so hard to get better. That includes tonight, says Cam, the 9-4 over the next 2 weeks. Evan says, I believe the Pods will win the division. Dodgers are in shambles. It's a long season. I'd love to agree with you, Ev. We will be in first place by weekend, says Robin Rob. And with that, we bid you adieu. This has been your Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. Thank you for making us your first watch or listen. The Postcast, we are on right after every game live on YouTube. Then we upload, you download Apple, iHeart, Stitcher, Podbean, Spotify, and Roku. The daily stuff, Locked On Padres Podcast with Javier Reyes every single day on those same platforms. A like, a sub, a comment, all the above for him is one for me and for all of us as well. And then there's Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. Local analysis on a national scale. Go to YouTube, Locked On MLB, for Locked On MLB Game Night. 4-1 Pods take the opener in San Francisco, 6:45 p.m. tomorrow night. Robbie Ray and Nestor Cortes. I will be here with the Postcast after. Thank you for being here and being the best part of the network and why we do this. And oh yeah, keep your game tight and your mind right, baby. Thank you for watching Padres Postcast. They did it again, San Diego, 4-1 over the Giants. They're a game back in the division and a game back in the wild card. First place squarely in the sights. One more time, keep your game tight and your mind right, baby. We're out.